Welcome guys again to my channel. This is Fruitful Investment Strategies. My name is Kalambai, and today we are going to talk about Ukrainian War. I'm sure this is a subject many have heard, but if you're not, you don't like politics, okay, you can skip it. But I think it's very important to know what is going in our political world, because politics is always bound with economics. If you do not understand the politics of the economy, you will not really know how to invest yourself. So it's very important to follow what is going on in our world of politics, because politics has a great influence on economy. And what we have, the politics of today, is Ukraine. Yes, Ukraine and Russia. The war between the proxy of America, Ukraine, and Russia. That's it. We know that actually it's about world influence, and that's what's going on. America wants to have influence on Ukraine. At the same time, Russia wants to have its influence in Ukraine. And that has created conflict. You have seen commodities rising up, you've seen oil prices rising up, you've seen food rising up. Our pocket has been impacted, and we cannot actually afford any longer to pay for this war. We are paying literally for the war. The government is actually increasing taxes, and in France the government have given a bill whereby they want to start paying people money for what? Because of the war, which has impacted the prices of commodities in France. In Germany, the Bundesliga want to really keep the temperature of Bundesliga at 20 degrees, and some of the senators there, they don't want actually to have, so they want to spend a cold winter because of the war. Now Russia has cut its gas because economics goes with politics again. So you have to understand that. But what is happening here? What is happening is that Ukraine war, you are paying for it, and Africa is being used as a scapegoat. Yes, we Africans, or the Africans, are being told, hey, you are going to suffer, you do not have meal, you do not have food, everything, you're going to suffer. True, some countries are suffering, like Somalia, yes, because they don't have arable land. But I don't understand this politics of our African nation. How can you leave your arable land where you are to come and to start buying food from Ukraine and Russia? To me, it really doesn't make a point. Look, how can I leave really the opportunity which I have in my house to make more money, to go and to search, I don't know, to search to buy a service from somewhere else? How can I look for somebody to build me a roof if I can really get that roof built by myself? That's what Africa is doing. You have arable land. Look, last time I was in Africa was in 2017. Can you imagine that the chicken which is eaten in the Congo comes from actually Belgium? It's funny. Can you imagine that the bread, the meal that they use to cook with the bread comes from actually Ukraine? Can you imagine that the toothpaste which they're using to really brush the teeth with is coming from Europe? Hey, look at this. The cars that they're driving, do you know where it comes from? Yes, of course, from Europe or from America or from Japan. What do they have? Or the bitumen that they're using actually to build their roads, where is it coming from? It's coming from other nations. But where does oil come from? Oil is an African commodity. Land, they have it. Water, they have it. Do you know that even the water that they actually drink comes also from Europe? Guys, is it laziness Or is it just a disaster? We are really destroyed. If we cannot invest in ourselves, we are gone. Because once they cut the food, once they cut the oil, where are we gonna get it? We do not have what it takes to produce those things. But we have the land. We have the land. I think we should wake up. This is the time to invest. When the economy is down, this is our time really to innovate ourselves and to really start investing in ourselves. And did you know that most really the poorest communities here in Europe or anywhere else, they're Africans? Why is our African community so poor? Well, because they cannot invest themselves. And every possibility there is war, that makes us even much more poorer. Look, this is the time we have to change the way of investing ourselves. We have to invest wherever we are and wherever we find ourselves. We should not have to be sending money every month back in the country to support the people, while ourselves, we have nothing where we are. You have to change your mindset. You have to change the strategy. Unless you change, you cannot be changed. So this is very important. Start investing where you are. Start with what you have. And what we have the few means that we have. If we can use it in a good way, we'll be successful. Look at the Turkish community. They have reinvested themselves and they're prospering. Why can't you prosper? The Jewish community are prospering. Why can't you prosper? Look, African or black people is not a synonym of failure. No. It's all about your strategies and how you implement them. So really learn to implement good strategies, really learn to work out things, and you shall be much more successful. But this is the time to learn, and this is the time to change. So we are about to change the narrative of the black people, of the narrative of Africans. Africa is not synonym to poverty, because what we see on the Western media and Western TV is the truth, it's part of the truth. It's part of what we have and part of who we are. It's not all. I'm not saying what they're saying is all the truth, but it's really a shame. When I went to Congo, look, that was not an airport. I'm not saying this to shame the Congo is my nation. That's where I come from. But it's a shame to see a big country with no airport. It's a shame. We can blame it on the war, but that's not it. Even in times of war, we can build ourselves. So I think we can renovate ourselves. We can change the narrative of who we are by starting to change ourselves. So thank you very much. Share this video much more, and we'll see you on the next one. Please remember to subscribe.